in considering the impact of terrorist threats on our mission, on our embassy in the Philippines, while I was Deputy Chief of Mission between 1987 and 1990, studying terrorism, preparing to deal with it, putting in place crisis management. These were important decisions, important actions. But as the number 2 person in the entire embassy, you're there, you're managing it. But there was a day when it all became very personal. And I opened up this intelligence report, information we had from inside the New People's Army terrorist organization, and it was the list of the targets that they had to kill. And at the top of the list was our ambassador, and number 2 on the list was my name. It's a very sobering moment when you read a document that we had intercepted, so it's the real thing, and you realize there are people out there in this highly effective terrorist organization who have already killed 10 Americans, killed them on the street as they were going to work, going through their everyday life. And now, my last thought every night before going to bed was, I wonder who will try to kill me tomorrow. And it would be the first thing I thought of when I would wake up. As a result of these threats, I had 7 bodyguards. 5 of them would always be with me whenever I stepped outside. They're all Filipinos, Philippine military, Philippine security. Very tough guys. And wherever I walked, wherever I went, they'd be around me. They drove my car. One of them would be in the front seat. Another car behind, filled with them. When the cars would stop, wherever I was going, I'd have to wait until they came up to the car, open the door. But imagine every day driving to work, looking out the window, looking at just ordinary people standing there, thinking, is this the person who's going to step out into the street as we get caught up in traffic, walk up to the window and shoot me? So I used to like it when the traffic was moving faster. It would be harder for someone just waiting for me to do that. But then if the traffic's moving faster, that means a car that could be following you could pull up alongside you, empty their rifles into your car, machine guns, whatever it would be, and speed off. And trying to figure out which situation was safer. You know, when you become ambassador or deputy ambassador, you get to have a Cadillac limousine. Whoa, your flag's flying on it. And that's so great. Until you think there are terrorists waiting to kill you. Because then they'll know, oh, wait for the limousine. Look for the flags. Look for the diplomatic license plates. So we're taking license plates off the car, putting Filipino license plates on. I'd be riding in nondescript cars now. I never would have my family in the car, my children in the car with me, because the terrorists pulled up and shot. They wouldn't care who they killed. And in the mornings, we'd try to vary the time that I would leave. I'd vary the time I would come home so terrorists couldn't plan, couldn't be waiting to try to ambush me. But in the end, you always had to go to a certain place to go to work, and you went to your house when you went home. And so if you're a terrorist and you want to kill the ambassador or the deputy ambassador, you can just go and wait by the entrance to their house or their driveway. And so we would have to be looking for that. And what you didn't want to do is ever get stopped in traffic right outside the embassy, waiting to turn to go through the gates, waiting for the other traffic to go past. And so we would arrange and plan, and we'd send a radio message when I'd several blocks away, and we'd come at high speed, and our embassy guards and police would step into the street, stop all the traffic, pull the gates open, and at high speed, we'd go through the gates into the embassy. Every day, made it. And then figure out what time were you going home. I'd change cars. I'd change times. Sometimes at my house, I'd go out, climb over the back fence, go over to other people's house, go to a nearby club, get picked up there in a different car. Everything to do to thwart some terrorist who's stalking you, tracking you, watching your moves, waiting to see if you're predictable, waiting for the moment that I worried about every day and every night. Is someone going to step out into the street, pull alongside our car, and try to kill me today? That's dealing with terrorism.